Hey guys, it's Carol and thank you for stopping by for my stitching update. In the 2 weeks since I spoke with you last, I have picked up a decent amount of projects and was able to get, actually, I feel like pretty good progress on the focus pieces that I'm trying to work on. But first, I'm going to just share with you a little bit, I don't know how to do, anyway, my sister, she's also a stitcher, and she'd somehow or another ended up with a kit, and it is this Dimensions kit here. It's butterfly on zinnia. I think I said that correctly. I don't know my flowers. Anyway, she had this kit. It is actually a needlepoint kit. So yeah, needlepoint kit. It's on 14 count mesh canvas. My sister is a cross stitcher. She does not do needlepoint, like, at all. So I basically offered to do this for her. She likes butterflies, so I offered to take it off her hands and do it for her and send it back. It's a lot of floss here. I don't know if I might have bit off more than I can chew. It's evidenced by the fact that she mailed this to me beginning of April. Yeah, that sounds about right. And I haven't opened up or even like tried to start it yet. Like, I want to, because I want to do this for her and give it back, but priorities. I guess this is not high on my priorities right now, so it's sort of like, but anyway, this is what I'll call a little bit of stitching haul that I have in hand. So I actually do think I'll probably start this one this year, but I want to get another finish done before I do any more new starts. With that, let's go ahead and get started with the whips. First up, I'm going to share this Design Works kit. It's called Start Doing, and I had told you last time that I finally decided to start dealing with it after having had to frog some stitches. So here's where I was last time. And this is where we are now. I have basically gotten all of the turquoise that goes between the letters, started working on this cloud. I'm basically just, because I'm going to do like the humongous rose here, I'm going up towards the top. This was, I think, in total 3 lengths of floss. It's not a lot, but it's working out. This is on a 14 count navy Ada. I do enjoy this. It's a very simple project, and I don't know, I thinking this might end up being my travel piece for a while, because summer sports has just started up for one of my other children and I need something to take with me, so I'm thinking this might be it. The next piece I'm going to share with you is Heaven and Earth Designs Mini Interior of Tintern Abbey. This is the one I'm doing as a stitch along with my sister, and she is absolutely smoking me. She is halfway through page 3. I'm just now getting almost to the halfway point of page 1. Yeah. She's totally gonna beat me at this. It's cool. Anyway, here's where I was last time. Here's where it is today. As you can see, I am almost row complete on row 4 here. It's like 3 stitches. 3 stitches in this first column. That's the only reason that these little pieces are still hanging out here. And I've started coming down into row 5, not like a crazy amount, but a decent chunk. And as you can see, the edge of the page over here, I'm thinking that this might be some transitioning out of the sky, because this is odd, like these colors are here and then this color wanted to get also down here. So I'm actually seeing something other than sky. So that's pretty exciting. And there's definitely, this block has a lot more of color symbols that I have not used yet. So it'll be really cool when I get over here. So this right here is sky. When I sit down and actually work on it, shouldn't take me too long, but I'm really excited to see what's going to be happening over here. I love this piece. It is really beautiful. I just really haven't put as much time into it as I would like. Of course, to be fair, I want to be able to finish all of these projects, and there's only 24 hours in a day. And I'm not very good at staying focused. So there's that. So I have spent most of the last couple weeks really focused on both Autumn Queen and Fruits of Plenty. I was getting a little burnt out. So last week, it was just one of these really nice days, and I decided that I wanted to pull out my Busilla kits. This is Summer Symphony, And the artist is Aaron Dirtner, and this is just an old kit out of print that I found on eBay. It's actually really fun. When I bought it, I wasn't really expecting it to be as much fun to stitch as it is, but I am just loving this one. Here's where I was last time. And here's where I am now. I've really started filling in this tree over here in front of this, like, I don't even know if it's like a bay window. I don't know. You can see this part of the roof line here. This is the shadow off the windowsill of the window and the second story gable. I also did a lot. Is a lot of white stitching. I don't know how well it shows up. If I take a picture with just a regular camera, you can see it, I mean, because it's white thread on white Aida. But if you see it like up close, it looks super obvious because you can see obviously that it stands out from the background, but I don't know how well it translates for the camera for you guys. But nonetheless, this is really, like I said, it's coming together nicely. Now the fun part, it's called Summer Symphony, and if you see over here, these are like really bright summery flowers. The colors I'm working with over here are like clay and terracotta. They don't really seem summer to me. They kind of say autumn, but it's just so pretty. Like, and I think these are, the problem is there's not like really much by way of green over here. So I'm guessing the plant is supposed to be one of these that has like red leaves. I mean, I have a Japanese maple that has this color leaves, but there is a little bit of like a green tone you can see, and it's surrounded by so much green. So I don't know, it's just one of these funny things, like the colors, like I was expecting, I guess, to be doing more greens, which I think are the rest of the piece. It's just where I'm going, because I'm headed toward the upper right corner. This is what I've run into. But this one is really fun. I'm definitely doing the back stitch as I go. I've only back stitched the lightest purple color. There's more through here, but I just haven't done it yet, so maybe next time. But this one, like I said, it's really fun. I didn't realize how much I can enjoy doing it. Oh, by the way, this piece is almost completely full coverage, so I'll be working on it for a while. But I really enjoy, I have to say, the 14 count Aida. It's sometimes nice to just something that might so easy to see. Like, it is, I don't want to say like the easiest fabric in existence, but it is so easy to work with. I'm kind of digging it. Speaking of focus pieces, Mirabilia Designs, Autumn Queen. Here's where she was last time. And here's where she is today. As you can see, I decided to just go ahead and complete this ribbon. So her shoulder is like right here. Obviously I've not stitched in her actual body there, but you should be able to see it. I started working on the back stitching, so you use the same color, and this brooch is on the hand, and it is, oh, isn't it beautiful? Like, I was having trouble seeing the brooch when I was first, like, because I did it with the bronze tones, and I was like, I mean, I know this is going to do something, but I'm not entirely, like, from the chart, I just didn't really see how the colors are going to come together. And then right before I got to putting in the metallic thread, I was like, oh, there it is. Anyway, it's so pretty, and I just love it. I also went over here, all of the metallic thread on the purple on this upper arm is complete, so it's just a little bit of beading over here, but I'm ready to basically finish. I'm so ready to finish on this one. I love this piece. It is absolutely beautiful. And so my actual goal, it is May 22nd, is to have all the DMC done by the end of this month. That gives me plenty of time to get all the beading worked out next month to be done sometime in June. So that's my goal. Wish me luck, because truthfully, I'm ready to move on from this one, but it does look fantastic, so I'm happy with my progress here. So I was sitting yesterday thinking about what I wanted to stitch, and I had the complete impulse that I wanted to start a new project. I don't need a new project, I already said that. I'm trying to get at least one more finished, but it was just a feeling. I really wanted something spring-like. And then I realized, so kind of Teresa Winsler's Spring Carousel Horse has been talking to me. Well, the answer is I don't actually need a new project because I already have a spring project that I'm working on. So I decided to pull it out, and that's Rosewood Manor's Dreaming of Tulips. Here's where I was last time. And this is where it is right now. This motif is completely done, finally. It's kind of because I only gave myself such a tiny margin. It's not, I don't even think it's 2 full inches on this side. It is 2 full inches at the top, but it's tight over here. So I just really, and I like to stitch with my bigger hoop. So it was nice to not have to worry about this. I also started filling in here. Just basically I'm kind of grabbing a color at a time and just whatever, like, so did all the, like the 2 leaves here, and then when I was like, oh, well, I still have color on the threads, I came down here, did a little bit here, started doing the Algerian eyelets. They're really fun. I don't know what I was expecting. My first one, I was not really paying attention and going in order around the, because it's over 4 squares, and you're from the outside to the middle. Probably supposed to do it like in order so everything lays neatly. I was like totally not paying attention, so my first one doesn't look that great. But then like by the 3rd one, I'd gotten the hang of it, and like the way the thread lay, like it really does almost create an eyelet effect in the fabric, like that the hole in the center is actually pulled a little open compared. It's beautiful. So it was, this really fit that criteria of, hey, springtime. Like, I love spring, but I don't need new projects to celebrate it. I need to like work on this one. I love the colors though. They are absolutely gorgeous. The pinks are just really, really pretty. The only thing I do think that this flower here, which does not look particularly tulipy, so I don't know what it is. The darkest pink is right next to the lightest pink. I don't love that contrast. It just looks a little cartoony to me, but that's okay. Like I said, it's really pretty. I'm happy with it. And obviously I already mentioned, but my other focus piece has been Modern Folk Embroideries. They're Fruita Plenty. Yes, I'm still working in April. I know, it's almost the end of May. That's okay. Here's where I was last time. And this is where it is today. This right here, this motif actually it comes down. So without showing you the pattern, it is right here, like where it goes down. Anyway, so that's where I am right here. And this is, all of this is the densest part of the stitching on this particular card. And I have been stopwatch, like background app on my phone, literally for now 3 weeks. I'm at 5 hours and 19 minutes. So 12 hours, totally unrealistic. I think I'm on track between 15 and 18. But we'll see, because this is not nearly, like I said, this is very dense stitching. This, not so much. The one down here is very block and like not a lot by way of counting. So I'll see how it goes. But either way, it is interesting for me because I think like when I realized that all of this I have done, like I said, in under 5.5 hours, actually made me feel really good about how this is going. Because I guess in the past I've been like, oh, that takes forever. It really doesn't. A single 18-inch length of floss takes about 12 minutes of stitching in this area to use all the way up. Like, I know, I don't know that I needed to know exactly how long it would take me, but like I said, it's pretty good. Like, I'm really happy with it. I love this project. Like, if anything, actually, the more I'm like working down, the more I'm like, oh yeah, this is one that I'm so excited about. It's also been sitting in the embroidery hoop stuck in the floor frame. So when I just like walk away and leave it, my daughter, she's like, that looks so fancy. Like, people should put that as decor just like this in the hoop. Like, she's so funny, the things that she likes. So yeah, that's where this one's going. Over the next week or so, I really am planning on trying to get the April card finished so I can get started with May before June shows up. I basically am kind of giving myself until the end of June to try to catch back up and be on track. So wish me luck on that too. There's a lot of wish me luck because I need it. And then lastly, because again, I was doing a lot of the flitting back and forth, like when I was feeling burnt out on Autumn Queen or Fruita Plenty, it was like pick up a random project. Well, the random project that happened to be sitting around, like I meant to work on it 2 weeks ago and I never did, is Heartstrings Samplery, Consider the Lilies. Here's where I had it last time. And this is where it is today. Yeah, this piece is huge, by the way. I'm sitting behind it. Like, it's... Sorry. Like, I probably could have made this all, like, nice and prettier, but I actually wanted you to see, like, this cut of fabric is ridiculously sized. Okay, so I finished up the pot here. I had started that before, but I had got the color here is English Ivy, and all of this is done in the one color. I had so much fun just sitting there and stitching triangles. Like, it was very soothing. I won't say that all of this, by the way, it's 3.5% of the project. Like, this one's a big project. I'm really glad that I picked it out. It's like my birthday start for last year. And I think my vision was that I was gonna like be able to work on it all year, and that it just kind of miraculously like have stitched itself up by my birthday this year. No, obviously not. But what that means is I'm not gonna do a birthday start this year. I'm just gonna continue this one. So I guess I don't get a birthday start until I get this one done. Maybe that's the good idea. I don't know, but yeah, it's like a little thing. The other part that I did realize, so the very center motif, and I love center starts. It's just how I go. The center motif here, it's huge. Like this tree, this is half of it. It's not small, and I'm not up to the top. The top is like up here. Adam and Eve are still down here, and I kind of consider them part of the motif because obviously we have the serpent and the apples. And my plan for this is to go motif by motif. Problem, this motif is so big that I felt like I just wasn't getting any traction. So I wasn't making any progress. And then so I was feeling bad. So then I would avoid the project. Well, it's also heavy fabric, so, because there's so much of it. So as a result, I just decided to come over here, and I had already started just because I think I had gotten bored with doing these branches. But to have the motif done, it was fun. I'm like, I can keep going on this one. But it wasn't in my plan. So I realized though that if I can do more of these motifs, then I should like use this as one of these refresher pieces, because it did feel good. Like it had that feeling of accomplishment, like, hey, I have a little, like, it's not really finished per se, but finishing a motif is like that little shot of like, yes, this is good. And so that made me able to go back and sit and work on Fruita Plenty. So I'm kind of thinking of like that this one I might want to pull into more of a more often rotation, in the sense not of like that I expect to make big amounts of progress on it. I'm not gonna make it a focus piece, but that I want to use it as a palette cleanser in between the ones that I'm actually working on. Now that said, I do not have it on my plans for this week to be that palette cleanser, so we'll see how it goes. I am going to continue with Summer Symphony and pull out Tapestry. That's like what I'm thinking are gonna be kind of my, if I'm feeling it, pieces in between. So I don't really normally spend a lot of time talking plans, but like I said, really I'm gonna keep focusing tightly on Autumn Queen and Fruita Plenty, and I do need to pull Ave Maria back out. But like I said, I want to get, like I said, the two projects, the one that I intended to get done by June, but also the other one I want to get caught up just so I can stay on track for the end of the year. So that's kind of my vision. Hope it works out. We'll see. I am going to be back next week with a video because I went shopping. So waiting for a package. So it'll be a whole video next week. So make sure you check back then. If you like my content, please hit subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a great stitching week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.